Hi, this is the MBA, and as always, the Men and Boys Ambassador. Well, we talk about fatherhood because there's nothing as special as being a parent, and more so, a father. Unfortunately, our statistics in this country are speaking against us because we are having a very high population of single mothers. It is not about why single, it's about the father taking full responsibility. I went to the streets this time to just gather one or two comments about fatherhood and how fatherhood played a role in the life of a man just like you and my son. Let's hear from the streets.
The big thing that I learned from my father is the value of family and trying to put family together. And at the end of the day, the beginning is a family and the end of the day is family. That's the thing. I miss him putting us together, calling us together, singing those songs in Kikuyu in an evening, and calling us to celebrate birthdays for our kids in his house. He was so keen about it that he would get offended if we do not go to see him. My dad, it didn't take a month. He needed us to be there every month at least once. I miss his love. There's sometimes he would really, not necessarily us, but because I think he also was going through many phases. But with our kids, he'd come and hug them and smudge them. And at times the teenagers would find it a little bit embarrassing. But that love was very infectious, and it still rings a bell. When I see my dad, when the kids come, even when he was unwell, and he could hardly stand, he would open up his hands and say, "Oh," and he'd hold their hands, and that love was infectious. And I can't. That picture cannot get out of my mind. If we can invest in our families, and not necessarily money, but time, and just be together, sing together, have some time together. Talk about the good and bad and the ugly, celebrate together. That's the biggest, I would say. Do all that you can to see that you're together with your family. It makes the whole difference. That's all that matters. Whoa, happy Father's Day. Manifest, do things as God would want you to. Happy Father's Day.
I grew up without a father. I was brought up by my mom as a single mother. But one of the things that I would wish to have would have been presence, like just someone to walk with you, tell you one or two things. That I think is one of the things that I really miss about having a father, because I've seen people with fathers, the good side of it where fathers are there for their kids, do stuff together, teach their children and one or two things. That is one of the things that I can say that I miss about having a father. Yeah, Pastor Jesse has been a good mentor, because for me, I've learned something, that it's not necessarily what people say to you, what they do to you, or so many other factors that people consider as important. But I think the aspect of being there for you, the aspect of presence, because I think for him, we rarely talk, and we rarely even discuss about mentorship. We do the general life. We never sit down now we come sit down, I mentor you, I tell you what you should do. It doesn't happen like that, but through his life and through whatever he does, he just makes me part of his life, and from that, I'm becoming what I am today. That is one of the things that has forced me into becoming a father who is present for my two daughters. The small things that I do to them matters a lot. It's not a must that we do big things, but just being there for them, just for them knowing that dad is here for us, dad is part and parcel of our lives. Give a word of advice, provide for them, let them feel your presence, let them be proud that they have a dad. In our busy schedules, I know all men have busy schedules, but I think you can create time. You can create a minute or two just for your family. You set time. Like for me, I have time that is set just for my family. So that is very important time, that always your family knows that you're there and you're able to support them. To every father who is out there, both those who are fathers by chance, those who are fathers by intention, and any other father who is existing in the world, happy Father's Day, and encourage you to be that father that the world is looking for. God bless you.
You have heard from the streets, you've heard about a father who's present and a father who's not present. And I hope you realize how important your place as a father is in the life of a child, and in the life of our nation, and in the life of our world. You know what? When you miss out on your role as a father, you are failing a generation. You are dropping the baton of passing down values and life to your children. Father is not just a man. Father is not just provision, but father is a signpost to life. We mothers, we introduce our children to the world, but you fathers, you introduce the world to your children. Will you do it right? Let's take this opportunity, and I wish every father out there a happy Father's Day from the MBA.